everybody. What a fantastic opening. So great to see everybody on this incredible Zoom today. Thank you so much for making yourself available. I want you to drop into the chat first and foremost where you're coming in from, because I'm watching people coming in from all over Australia, from New Zealand, from the US, from where else have I seen? I've seen Christchurch and Perth. Shout out to Tasmania, US. We've got Louisiana, Bendigo. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for being on this. It is going to be incredible. And of course, we have our phenomenal corporate team here with us today. I want to give a massive shout out to the marketing team who just put together the most phenomenal opening, right? Who agrees that those tunes were next level? I know that our very own Mark Patterson is our in-house DJ as well and is responsible for those tunes. So a shout out to you, Mark. Now, I want to give a shout out to everyone on this Zoom today. We have Mark Patterson, our CMO, our Chief Marketing Officer. We have Dr. Joshua Plant, our brand new Chief Science Officer. I can see Katie Holt Larson on here. I have Lucy West on here. We have Bianca Constantino on here as well. And forgive me if I'm missing anyone else, and my view is just of those people. But anyway, massive shout out to everyone that's on here today. It is going to be an incredible launch. And of course, we are all here to see what we have to announce today. But I want to give a shout out to all of you, because guess what? Australia and New Zealand are the fastest growing markets in Partner Code globally right now. And that is all because of you. So a huge shout out to each and every one of you. Congratulations and welcome to our brand new brand partners. We have so many brand new customers that are here, that are here in Partner Co right now, and that is all because of you. We have so many incredible new staff that have joined us as well, so we're so excited to have them on board as well, and you'll hear from Bianca later on as well. And of course, now we have a brand new product as well to bring into our phenomenal Partner Co stable of products as well. And most exciting, it is under the Collab label, which of course I'm wearing the phenomenal t-shirt that the team put together as well, with that awesome pattern as well that everybody loves. So let's now throw it over to our very own Chief Marketing Officer, Mark Patterson, because this, I must say, Mark is actually more than just marketing. He is absolutely a visionary. He is the visionary behind the brand. He is the visionary behind so much that we have launched, particularly in the last, that we've seen here in Australia, that we've seen since the start of the year, with Collab. Mark is responsible for that. He is the visionary behind Partner Co as the brand, the launch of Collab, as well as the visionary of our incredible innovation strategy and some of the exciting products that we are going to see coming as well. So I want to give it up for Mark. He is a 5-time Marketing Executive Stevie Award winner, and he is an awesome DJ as well. So let's throw it over to our very own Chief Marketing Officer, Mark Patterson.
I just want to have fun, turn around, turn around. I just want to have fun, turn around.
Well, Alana, I know you overdid it. I was comfortable, I was ready to go, and now I feel a little bit embarrassed. Thank you for that very kind intro, and hello to everyone in Australia and New Zealand and around the world. I see tons. I even saw someone from Bali. Pretty cool. We got a lot of people. We're so happy you're here. I'm also very happy that I am here. And I have a few things I want to tell you about that I love about Australia and New Zealand. First of all, my parents lived in New Zealand for quite some time in Auckland. So I saw there's some people from Auckland. That's pretty awesome. And you know, when I started at Partner Co, the very first 2 distributors, brand partners that I met with were Renee and Amanda from Australia. So they have a little place in my heart. I hope you're there, you guys, and appreciate you being super kind. You welcomed me right in, and I just love it. Another thing I love about Australia and New Zealand is the accent. I want to learn it, so next time I come over, please give me lessons. I think it's so charming. I think it's why you'll be very, very successful. But again, thank you for being here. I recognize I'm recognize some of the names, but I see some new names, and I have a feeling that we have quite a few new people. So I want to say welcome. I also want to let you know that it must have been tough for some of you who found yourselves all of a sudden looking for a new home. And I found myself looking for a new home the same way 2.5 years ago. I was in the same boat, and it was myself and my team. And I think many of you have that same kind of feeling. It's your team. And as I looked and looked and decided where I was going to land, and I met Darren and John, and I heard their vision, I said, I think this is what it's going to be. I think this is who I can believe in. And they stood for the right things and they had the right answers. And here's what I can tell you. I've now been here from the beginning, 2.5 years, and I do not regret my choice. In fact, I made an excellent choice, and I think you will see that you have done the same. So welcome to Partner Co. We're happy to be your partners. My name is Mark Patterson. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer, as Lana said. I'm a family guy. I've got 4 kids. I live in Orlando, Florida, with my wife, my beautiful wife. She also happens to work here at Partner Co. And so we are fortunate. The whole Better Together thing really worked out for me because I get to work alongside my wife. She is the Senior Vice President of Marketing, and we just love what we do. Today is a very exciting day. And you already know what we're launching, but I want to tell you how miraculous it is that this has happened so quickly. You know, we have a value. Have you seen our values? Has anyone seen all 9 of our values? One of them is dream now, dream big, act now. That's what it is. Dream big, act now. This is a great example of that because when the idea came to us that possibly we could deliver this product this fast, it was Darren and John who said, let's act now. And he rallied the troops. We all did everything we could. And today is the day that we're going to bring you quite a remarkable product. So I'm just really excited to do that. So I also invite you to please send a thank you to Darren and John because they did this just for you. All right, let's go to my first slide, Edwin. And thanks to all the people who helped put on these calls. You know, there's a whole team of us. When I say I'm the Chief Marketing Officer, we have an incredible team of marketing, a great, great marketing team. And in fact, you've got a great marketer on your team down there in the office in Australia, but we're all here to help each of you. Now, when you see this bottle, I want to talk about a few things. The first thing, and Alana mentioned it, collab. What is collab? Well, it's the first part of the word collaboration. And what is a collaboration? It's a partnership. So now you can see the connection, right? But what partnership are we talking about? Not just a partner co-partnership, but a partnership with nature and science. We are focused on bringing the very best of nature. That's what this is about today. But combining that with the best technology and science to help us live our very healthiest life. We are all about health and wellness, and that's what Collab stands for. And you're going to see more about that in the future. Now, notice the name. We gave this product a name, and it's called Moor Vitality. Now, we spelled more a little strangely, I will admit, but you'll understand that shortly. But Moor Vitality is exactly what this formula can do for you. We want people to understand what these formulas and what our products do for their body. More vitality means you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're going to have better energy. All these things come when you have the healthiest body. So the science of doing more for your body is what we're going to talk about today. Oh, and let's talk about the look. I hope you like the look of this bottle. I mean, it's got a great look. I love the blue. And Bianca's actually going to show you. She's got it in her hand. It's actually a matte finish. It's just really, really modern, really sleek. All right, let's go to the next slide. Let's talk about how we got here. You know, this is a very interesting chart. And imagine this. This is shocking news to me, actually. Think about what our food, the nutrients in our food back in the 1950s. Think about the ingredients, the vitamins, the minerals, the trace minerals, that were present in a simple carrot. Today, to get those same amount of nutrients, look how many you have to eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to eat 6 carrots to get the same nutrition as one in 1950. Look at the tomato. It does look a little bit like a mangosteen, but that's a tomato. This is even more shocking. 10. You have to eat 10 tomatoes today in 2020. It's actually 2025, so you might have to have 11. So much, you have to eat that many to get the same nutrients as one tomato back in 1950. Corn, it's not such as bad news because you only have to eat 2.5 times as much. But isn't it shocking to see this? Food isn't what it used to be. Let's go to the next slide. I think stores these days should have to put the nutritional facts panel on our food. But guess why they don't? For the very reason I showed you before. We did, in fact, build a nutrient facts panel in 1950 for broccoli, which is arguably one of the healthiest foods. In fact, someone said if you eat broccoli, you'll live if you could only eat one food the rest of your life, broccoli would be the one that made you live the longest. But look what happened to poor broccoli. If you look at the three, vitamin A, C, and folate, you can see the drastic reduction. So what's going on? Why is this happening to our food system? Let's go to the next slide. I want to tell you a little bit about me. I grew up in a little tiny town in Utah called Centerville. Very boring name, very boring city. It was a farming community. I grew up working on a farm. It was actually quite wonderful. But one thing I learned growing up on a farm was that we needed to rotate our crops. So when we grew corn or we grew squash or it didn't matter what it was, each year we moved those giant crops to another part of the city. We had different plots of land. And I wondered why. I asked the farmer, and he would explain that in the winter, what we would do is till all the old corn down into the soil. We'd add the manure from the cows that we also had, and then by the time spring came, the soil was rich, dark, black, and very fertile with all the nutrients that you would want. Well, today, those farms are gone. My town that I grew up in is just homes, and small farming has started to disappear across the world. Now we rely on mass farms, I mean, these you've seen pictures of them where it's just huge, and they're not rotating the crops. And the thing they care about today is not the nutrient value, but in fact, the thing they care about is how it looks. They care how it looks. And guess why they care how it looks? Because of you and me. I went to the store today to get a tomato. Look at this tomato. Everyone that was shopping for tomatoes did the same thing that I did. They were looking, and admit it if you've done this. Have you looked and said, oh, here's one that's perfect. This one's for me. I want the perfect one. But sometimes you see one with a flaw in it, and you say, oh, I'm leaving that there. And that poor tomato doesn't get any love. It doesn't get eaten. And the farmers know this. Now, this is actually a tomato from mass farming. This is actually straight out of my garden today. And look, a squirrel took a bite out of it. That's why it looks like that. But the two are dramatically different in nutrients. Another thing that's interesting is you saw a carrot. Look, I found these carrots today. I just thought I'd share this, but we grew carrots on the farm and they look nothing like this when you grow them in dirt. Do you know why carrots look like this? Because you want them to look like the carrot that Bugs Bunny has and have it be perfect like this. But these carrots that look perfect and they grow straight, they're grown in a lab. They're not even grown in dirt. So you can imagine the nutrients that are not there. Corn, same thing. They want you to have perfect vegetables. So this causes problems. Let's go back to the slide. And now you realize, you're like, oh no, I feel so bad. They told me on the call earlier that actually in Australia, they have these bags of vegetables that are the imperfect ones. They're called the odd bunch. I think that's a really great idea. All right, let's go to the next slide. So if the dirt, the literal dirt that all these vegetables grow in is being depleted every year because they're not rotating crops, they're only adding in the nutrients that help it grow faster. They want fast, they want perfect, and they want plenty, they want a lot. So it's just made, unfortunately, not for our health, but for their pocketbook. And this is really hard, but one of the main things we lose are those nutrients. The trace minerals that are in the dirt start to be depleted, and then we're not getting those nutrients in our foods. All right, let's go to the next slide. Another sad fact. Did you know that look at this. Australians are getting more than 40% of your calories from ultra processed foods. I mean, that's probably better than America, because in America, shoot, we have a lot of processed foods here. But it's not good news for your body, because those nutrients are also not there, those trace minerals. Let's go to the next slide. This one's another one that when you think about how we used to drink water, in fact, even growing up, I remember drinking and gathering water from a spring, from a mountain spring. Today, we actually go out, you probably do it too, and shop for ultra processed waters. But they use marketing terms like ultra pure, triple filtered, all kinds of things. So, yes, is it clean? Yes, it's very clean, but it's also it's got nothing in it except water. So, it's another reason that we need these minerals. Let's go to the next slide. So, where do we get the minerals for more vitality? This is very fascinating. Have any of you been to the Austrian Alps? Put something in the chat if you've been. It's gorgeous. If you haven't been, you've probably seen The Sound of Music. That's where they sing that song. But it's just gorgeous up there. Well, this is where we find the Moor. And as I tell you, let's read this to the side. Moor Vitality provides life essential trace minerals sourced from the Ney-Harding Moor, located in the pristine Austrian Alps. So why there? Well, I can tell you why. Because we found that it was the soil that was the very richest in these minerals, and we can get and we could get it. That we have a way of actually sourcing directly from this moor in the Alps. So we're getting the very best minerals from the very richest soil. But what is a moor? Let's go to the next slide. This is fascinating. Did you know that after the last ice age, which is not now because everything's hot now, hundreds of varieties of herbs and plants washed down in pristine mountain streams, and they were deposited in glacial lakes? So this is so interesting to think about. Over millions of years, the nutrient-rich biomass was combined with minerals and trace elements to form these rich natural deposits. Let's go to the next slide. So, actually, let's just go back real quick. Back one slide. So when you think about our ability, and we're fortunate, we know how to source this to bring the very best trace minerals to our body, which is totally missing, as you can see. It's quite amazing. It's funny though, because when you drink them, when you look at this drink, for those of you who know, you know, but if you don't, let's go to the next slide. It's very dark. It's very rich. Now we made this look so cool. We actually highly recommend that when you take these minerals, you do it in the morning. I mean, I can't get enough of the wordplay with this, but this just looks gorgeous, right? So when you take this, it doesn't matter whether you drink it straight, put it in your coffee, put it with your orange juice, it doesn't matter. But there are definitely benefits to starting your morning with more vitality. Okay, let's go to the next slide. You'll know it. You should know. You're gonna have to all get used to me, by the way. I tell dad jokes, but I'm a dad, so I've got lots of them. So look, we're faced with this problem, right? We are, in fact, eating processed foods. And even when we're not, we're shopping at the grocery store and it's full of fruits and vegetables that have less nutrients than we need. We're drinking ultra purified water. And for those of you who are on the drops, you're on a calorie restricted diet, which makes our body's need for these minerals even higher. So we're so glad today to be able to bring you this brand new product. Let's go to the next slide. So again, wordplay, do more for your body. Look down at the bottom of this slide. It's hard to see. If you guys are on your phone, I'll just read it for you. But this is, in fact, a vegan formula. It's BPA free, no animal testing ever, just human testing, dairy free, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. So again, we're to our promise too. At Partner Co, every product is guaranteed, tested, and proven. Now, from a marketing standpoint, which I'm totally into, we also want to help you get the word out and tell people what this is about and how it can help you. So we're going to provide you with tools. Let's go to the next slide. We're going to provide you with lots of social media assets. Now, listen, the best social media asset is you. So, your testimony about it, when you use this product and you feel the difference and see the difference, talk about it. People will want to know what you're doing. But if people are asking questions, we've got lots of things to help teach what this does and how it'll work. Also, let's go to the next slide. Yeah, you'll also see we will have everything you need to learn about it and talk about it on your website. We've got product fact sheets, we've got sales sheets, we've got science sheets. We just want to give you everything so that you can be successful in sharing this and helping improve people's lives through products. Now, I'm excited for you today. And actually, for me, although I don't have a bottle yet, and after studying this, I'm like, I have got to get this as soon as possible. But listen, how it works and the whole science behind it isn't really my thing. But we've got a guy, and his last name is Plant, which is unbelievable. He says it's his real last name, but I have a hard time believing that. Uh, he comes to Partner Co. brand new, just like many of you. He also decided to take the leap and say, I think this is the place for me. So we're super excited to have him. So I hope you can understand that, first of all, he's got lots of experience, science experience, yes, education, education, all the doctor stuff. But beyond that, he's been in the industry. He understands what you do each day. So he is here to up our game in science, up our game on product development, and I am looking forward to the future. I love my conversations with him. Please welcome everybody. Put a big warm welcome, lots of hearts in the chat, probably green or maybe a plant. No, let's put a plant in the chat for Dr. Joshua Plant. Josh.
Hey, thanks so much. This is incredible. This is incredible. Thank you for this warm welcome. And Mark is an incredible individual. I had the opportunity to get to know him a little bit before I came here, and I have. He continues to impress me. He's incredibly dynamic, and the individual is able to speak across multiple disciplines. And yes, my last name is Plant. Had it my whole life. And it is an absolute pleasure. I love science, as Mark said. I got my doctorate out of Harvard, studying biomedical science. I've worked with Nobel laureates. I've worked at the National Institutes of Health. And ultimately, I'll just say a little bit. I came to this industry specifically because I believe the greatest impact to change people's lives lies in not trying to find a cure, working in a lab, trying to find a cure for a disease that could have been easily prevented, but rather inspiring individuals and providing them tools of products that they in turn can share and inspire others to do, and thereby adopting behaviors that have huge impact. And to me, that's kind of been my life mission. I went to school. I had many, many opportunities to go to different places. And as I said, it was just too disheartening to kind of spend my life in a lab trying to find a cure for a disease that could have been prevented with proper behaviors. And so uh, I love that we have so many individuals that are on this call that are dedicated to improving their health and wellness and the power of lifestyle changes that can do to happen that or to help with that. And more importantly, surrounding ourselves with individuals that are like-minded to encourage us and to lift us up. And to me, that is the real miracle of medicine and community coming together and surrounding ourselves with products that harness that very thing that Mark talked about, that combination of science and nature. And that is what is inspiring me. And so when I kind of go into this, I want to kind of talk a little bit about the science and why this is so incredible, why Partner Co. is changing the world, and why we believe we are doing this in partnership with you guys. That this movement that we are creating is something that in 50 years from now and 100 years from now, I'm hoping will be referenced in textbooks of when the earth shifted and people started to look at health differently. And it is a very tangible movement that is happening. The energy that is on this call, the excitement that we are seeing across the globe. And it is inspiring to me that this movement is centered on just enriching, empowering people's health and prosperity across the globe. Now, in this, I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. I call it a story, but it's actual factual. I don't know if any of you have heard of the disease pellagra. Probably not. But in the early 1900s, this disease killed, I think, over 100,000 people in the United States alone. And during this time, they had no idea what was causing it. They thought it may have been a toxin. They thought it may have been a communicable disease that was happening. And there was a doctor he's kind of one of my idols. His name is Dr. Goldberger. And he started to study this. And as I said, 100,000 people died. But before they died, their lives were miserable. They call it the 4 Ds. You'd have incredible dermatitis, like painful skin lesions, diarrhea, dementia, and depression. And then eventually death. And it was just wreaking havoc all across the United States and in many of the developed worlds. And this doctor, he was studying this and he was trying to figure out, why is this so ravishing? And we couldn't find any link to any type of toxin. And he started to study different populations. Now, during this time, there was a powerful movement where there was a booming with respect to agricultural equipment. And Mark touched a little bit on this, to where they were able to now really industrialize the food chain. And at that time, corn took up about 7% of the daily caloric intake, and it became very cheap and very fast to manufacture corn. And because of that, corn ended up taking about 40% of the calories in the daily life. And people didn't think much of this. The diversity of that dinner plate greatly changed in about 20 years, over the course of 20 years, from a variety of different fruits and vegetables to mainly one or two, and them being largely the same. And these are because they were so cheap to make and highly produced. And Dr. Pellagra is a developed country. There is no way it could be because of malnourishment. They're eating more calories than they ever had before. And anyways, he started to look more and more in it, and he realized that the individuals, the poor populations, were suffering more from this. And he realized it was largely because of that imbalanced diet. And from that, he found it was just one simple vitamin, one tiny little micronutrient that wreaked havoc for 30, 40 years across the more fed than ever before country of America, but likewise began to experience undernourishment. And it was remarkable to realize just how the solution wasn't a toxin. The solution, or the problem, wasn't a toxin or a communicable disease, but rather it was simply the absence of that harmonious relationship with what nature has given us. And it was alarming because in this, that simple disease, or that simple vitamin, which we now know as niacin, they rectified it, right? They have now added that vitamin into all of our food chains. It's what it's added in as a fortification. It's synthetically made, so it's stable, and it's added throughout our food chain. Now, it's done great. It's alleviated to where we don't have to worry about pellagra. But in this, we are learning more and more. We are learning, in today's world, we may be getting these basic micronutrients and these macronutrients that are so critical to make sure that we live. But what we are realizing, that there are not only the macros, our fats, our proteins, our carbohydrates, or the micros, our calcium, our potassiums, our vitamin A's, and so forth, our micronutrients. But we also have what are called our trace elements. And these things are in such small doses. Our macros are usually in the form of grams, dozens of grams, hundreds of grams. Our micros are usually in the form of milligrams. and our trace are actually in the form of nanograms or micrograms, incredibly small amounts. And these are often not added into our food chains. And now, because they are in such small amounts, we might think that they're almost dismissible, that it's fluff to the macros. We all count our macros. We all look at the back of a label to make sure we're getting our micronutrients. And because it is such small amounts to where a dusting, literally the amount of a single grain of sand, is dismissible. But when we think about it, the amount is largely irrelevant. These trace minerals are like the spark plug. A spark plug weighs just 0.003% of a car's weight, but without that simple little micro spark plug, that trace weight spark plug, the car doesn't function. All of that fuel sits in that gas tank and can't ignite. Now, our bodies are not too different from that car. We provide that energy in the form of macronutrients, the fats, the proteins, and the carbohydrates. That's the fuel that is going into the car. We have all of those micronutrients, all the different components that make up maybe the exhaust and the big parts of the engine, but that spark plug, if it's missing just that spark plug, it does nothing. And these trace elements function largely as what are called cofactors. Now, that sounds like a crazy word, but I think it's appropriate, considering we are collab, that we talk about cofactors. And what a cofactor is it's a requirement for an enzyme. Think of an enzyme like a big protein, and that enzyme is to ignite that fuel. It is to spark the reaction to go forward, and it just has to get it going, and then it starts to move on its own. That spark, that enzyme, it needs a little bit of that trace mineral, that trace element to bind to it. And when it's bound to it, it becomes active. And so often in our lives, these trace elements go unrecognized because they're in such small amounts. And ironically, the reason that they have never been really worried about is because we used to find it so often in the dirt that we would get on the carrot that we pulled out of our garden. Yeah, we'd wash it, but you'd see little bits of dirt here and there, and we'd eat it. You'd get what you needed. We'd find a little bit of dirt on the tomato that we grew. It's all right. We'd eat it. And it was part of just the way in which we were one with nature. But as we have distanced ourselves more and more from nature rather than that combination of science and nature, what has happened is we have removed the critical trace components which are so important for our lives. It has absolutely wreaked havoc on the potential in which we can be living. Now, we're not necessarily facing a pellagra, but we are facing a deficit in living that optimal health. Right? And as we have driven that separation between us and nature further and further and further away, even to our water, to where we are advertising the removal of any type of trace element out of the very essence in which we used to get it from the most, the spring waters, all of those things, we are simply robbing ourselves of the opportunity to get those trace elements. Now, this is why I think this product is amazing, right? Dr. Plant here, legit, it's been my name my whole life. I am a nerd through and through. I am a scientist, and I always joke with everyone, if you don't believe me, you can look by the absence of a prom date. I have been a scientist. I was a beekeeper in 5th grade. I was the town beekeeper in 5th grade. All right, and I joke, I've got a whole bunch of tattoos on me, but they're all of scientific instruments. I even make the cool tattoos nerdy, right? And so in this, when we think about plants, right, the power that these plants have is when we look at the moors, these ancient moors, what we are actually harvesting in this is these are the plant materials, those trace elements that haven't been adulterated, that haven't been diluted, but in fact have been preserved. And it has been able to be collected over hundreds of thousands of years, that biomass is enriched, and it's a miracle. Vitamins degrade, minerals don't. Minerals don't. And the beauty of that these have been able to be preserved and be able to be kept in their native state, and to be able to utilize that powerful combination of science and nature to bring a solution that we need more than ever to be harmonious with that which gave us this life, this of Mother Earth, is a beautiful thing. And so when I think about this and this beautiful company we have, I've only been here 3 weeks. I'm as old as this product is here at Partner Co. But I can tell you right now, I have never been more passionate about the opportunity we have to leave our thumbprint for better on this earth. I love this industry more than anything because what we provide is a product that exceeds the product. We provide a community that actually enhances the benefits of which this gives. Right? We have all of a great opportunity to collectively come together and improve each other's health. And we might see great results in losing weight, which is important. As you see these drops and as you experience these wonderful drops and you lose weight, that's great. But what the cherry on top is that you have built a community in doing so. And so often in today's world, when we are cutting down people and looking, and we are continuously standing alone, the opportunity to lock arms with our friends and our families and collectively say, we are going to get healthy together. It's a beautiful thing. It absolutely motivates me because that is what the defining features in my life have always been, to where I find myself not pursuing a good, but when I find those that I love and we pursue that good together. And so I love this. I love that we have been blessed with such a great opportunity to be able to tap into this wonderful product and helping to deliver a solution today that is needed more than ever. That these trace elements, which are so often overlooked, are be given their moment of attention. That we aren't sitting with a stockpile of fuel that is sitting around our waistline and we're unable to ignite it because we're simply lacking the spark plugs to do so. And I love this name, More Vitality. So often in today's world, we have assumed that being stimulated and having energy are the same thing. I'm tired. I'm going to go pound an energy drink. I'm not tired. Well, no, you're just stimulated. You're still tired. And so what vitality is actual the energy which our body has. We are all sitting around. We have so much energy, right? We have like giant oil fields. We have like the Saudi Arabia oil fields around our waistline that we just can't tap into. And it's because we're lacking those spark plugs. And so when we are able to provide this, what we're doing is we're harnessing just an immense amount of energy all of a sudden. And now we have the spark plugs where we're operating as that V8 engine, which our metabolism is inherently is, rather than this 4-cylinder economic vehicle. Our metabolism shoots up and we are simply that. We are more vitalic than ever before. And so I am grateful for this. I'm excited. I'm going to be down under in a couple of weeks to visit each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so much.
Amazing. Who else is just mind blown by Dr. Joshua Plant? Let's give it up for him in the chat. Thank you so much, Dr. Plant. And I feel so incredibly blessed, as I know all of you do. So put it in the chat how incredibly blessed we are, because this isn't just a guest speaker. This is our very own Chief Science Officer. We just heard from our Chief Marketing Officer, then our Chief Science Officer. Like, how incredibly blessed are we? And then we have this phenomenal product here called More Vitality. Look at that. It is so beautiful. It is, oh, these backgrounds get me every time. There you go. It is incredible. And the science behind it, the packaging, the product, it is just incredible. So we're so blessed. And I love that the spark plug to your wellness. What an incredible way to put it in terms of that product. So thank you, Dr. Plant. We cannot wait to have you down under in Australia very soon. And of course, we will get Dr. Plant over to New Zealand at some stage. For now, his schedule is really tight. He is going straight across to Bali for our epic trip straight after. But thank you so much. And of course, now let's throw it over to the wonderful, our new addition, just basically almost the same time as actually Dr. Plant in terms of how long they've both been with the company. We've got these incredible products, and now we've got these incredible team members that have come on to our team. So we now have Bianca Constantino to come onto the Zoom. She has an incredible wealth of knowledge. In fact, she's spent the majority of her career, nearly 2 decades, she tells us, in direct selling. She is so passionate about brand partners, about the industry, and has so many wonderful accolades to her name as well. Well, we're incredibly blessed to have her as our Senior Director of Sales and Marketing for Australia and New Zealand. So I'm going to throw it over to Bianca and give it up for Bianca in the chat to hear about our new tools and assets that we have for this incredible product.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. And I think we should probably stop saying almost 2 decades because, to be honest, that does sound like a lie, although it is not. We are so incredibly blessed with this product. And I am so excited. I too love that analogy, the spark plug to wellness, the spark plug to life. Oh my goodness. And yes, this product, it looks amazing. The label just looks incredible. It also feels really beautiful, can I say? The background also gets me as well, Alana. It feels amazing. So excited that this is here now. Very, very, very excited to be able to jump in and just talk to you all a little bit about this right now. So to start with, what I thought we could do is just take a little look. If you have used this product, then you will know that it is like very dark and beautiful. You have seen and heard from both Mark and Dr. Platt, who have told you all about the incredible product, the features, the benefits, the science, and you've seen through the images as well. But just to give you like a really good visual of the product being poured, let's take a little bit of a look at a video so you can really see it in action.
Come check this. Come check this.
So it really is just such a great product to be adding into your routine, right? This is a foundational product. You're adding it into your routine, but of course you want to be sharing it. And what I love so much is that just like so many of almost all of our products, this is visual. So you can see it here. I've just mixed it right with some water, right? So it's pretty much black, but you can be absolutely mixing this up, enjoying it every single morning. But you can be mixing this up, sharing it on social media. Absolutely, it's going to be a really great sort of show-stopping, scroll-stopping product for sure. But what we want to be doing is just getting the word out there, right? We want to absolutely be sharing it. You can be mixing it. And I'm seeing some comments in the chat. Absolutely be mixing it with your products. That's such a great thing to be doing. And of course, we have so many incredible testimonials on this product. So would love to introduce you to a very beautiful lady. Her name is Sandy Frankish, and Sandy, her husband Grant, her family, her children, her customers. We have so many people that have been using this product for years, absolutely love the product. And so let's just hear from Sandy a little bit more about why she really loves this product.
I absolutely love taking a liquid form of trace minerals and have done for almost 20 years. It's just a fantastic way to start my day, to feed my body and my cells on a very minute level of all the plant-based minerals that the body actually needs to function at an optimal level, and also for absorption of any other nutrition and even your food in some cases. So for almost 20 years, my kids have taken it, our aging parents have taken it, and my husband and I have taken it. And it's an incredible way to just balance out exactly what your body needs without having to think about it. Easy as.
Easy as. I love that so much. I know that Sandy and so many of you on this call right now are going to be like, okay, we're sold. Like, we love it. We want it. You have absolutely sold us, Mark and Dr. Platt. Like, we need to get our hands on this product. So, how much does it cost? That's what you want to know. Well, let me share with you the pricing for Australia. So, in Australia, the retail price is $64.64. The preferred price, which is 15% off, is going to be $54.95. And then as a brand partner on subscription, one of the benefits, of course, is that you're going to get the wholesale pricing. And so wholesale pricing is $45.25. So that's the pricing in Australia. PV is 16, which we love. But now as you go to market and as you share with customers, let's just take a little look at how much you can make with this product. So that's going to be really important. Let's take a little look. So more earnings per bottle, okie dokie. Here's the thing, with More Vitality, we're packing in more. I really love, we really have done like a lot of play on words here. So More Vitality, more for your body, more earnings per bottle. Like, we're leaning into the play on words. Mark is not the only one who loves a good dad joke. We're doing some sales and marketing jokes over here. So retail incentive. This is going to be at the preferred price, $8.81. New volume bonus, $6.24. Total retail incentive plus the new volume bonus, $15.05, plus your other eligible commission earnings. So that is assuming that you have unlocked Ultimate, but that sounds pretty great to me. $15.05 per bottle that you sell. Now, let's say that you sell More Vitality at the retail price. What would that look like? Well, retail incentive in that case is going to be $17.63. New volume bonus still $6.24 for a total of $23.87. That's total retail incentive plus the new volume bonus plus your other eligible commission earnings. So this is per bottle. And what I want to say is that for someone who has been in the industry, I know the comp plans, I know the eligible earnings. Holy moly, this is a lot. So we love the product. We know the features, we know the benefits, we know the science, we know the importance. We're going to be using it, that's for sure. But what we need to do is absolutely share it, because this is a product with all of our products. All of our products are created with such an incredible purpose. They are supporting people with their health, but also we are supporting 100% in a powerful way through our earning opportunity. And that cannot be understated. So that's very exciting to me. I really love it. Let's take a look for New Zealand. Okie dokie. So New Zealand retail pricing is $73.21. Preferred pricing, 15% off, is $62.23. Wholesale pricing for brand partners on subscription is $51.25. PV still 16. Now, earning opportunity, let's take a look. Retail incentive for preferred, $9.55, new volume bonus, $6.48 for a total retail incentive plus new volume bonus of $16.03 plus your other eligible commissions. Very, very exciting. Now, what I do need to say is that this product is going to be available in Australia directly after this call. In New Zealand, the product is coming very soon. Very, very soon. It is imminent. So we have absolutely not forgotten about you. You can absolutely be plugging this product. You can be seeding this product. You can be talking about it on social media. It is coming. You can be circling back to your customers, letting them know that it is coming. You can be seeding, like I mentioned. Get prepared because it's not far away. So this is what you will be earning if you sell Moor Vitality at the preferred price. Let's see what happens if you sell it at retail. The retail incentive becomes $19.10, new volume bonus $6.48 for a total retail incentive plus new volume bonus of $25.58 per bottle. I really think this is absolutely incredible. And someone else who I know thinks this is incredible is Megan Newton. Megan Newton is from Sydney. She is absolutely amazing and she has a short message for us. So let's take a little look.
Are you ready for more vitality? Are you ready for this absolutely legacy product to welcome into the Partner Co range? But how do we sell this? How do we market this to our audience? So it's quite simple. We have some already incredible standout products with our Noni, Elite, Giving Greens, and these will all work hand in hand with Moor Vitality. So imagine a scene where you've got your Noni in one hand and you've got your Moor Vitality in the other, and you're mixing a cocktail, a wellness cocktail of giving life and giving abundance back into your body. You're in your stories and you're talking about your Giving Greens and how you've got 900 grams of greens in here, and now we are giving it minerals with our Moor Vitality. So there are so many different combinations that you can put together to sell this incredible standout product. You can even mix it with your Elite. You can power it up. You can talk about this being the missing piece to your health regime, putting these trace minerals into our body and fueling our bodies from the inside out. So I am so excited to launch this product. I can't wait for my customers to get their hands on it. So grab it, shake it, share it up, and go out there and launch this absolutely incredible product.
Absolutely. Give it up for Megan. Let's absolutely share it, launch it, do all of the things. We have everything that you need to make that happen. So like Mark mentioned, we have an incredible suite of shareables. The marketing team over in Global are epic. Love them all. Have been here for 3 weeks, already obsessed. It is incredible. All of the just amazing and beautiful professional assets, sell sheets that have been put together. So we have got them all. And what I have done is made it really, really super simple for you. So if we go over to the next slide, we have put together in boards a beautiful folder. You've got all of your marketing assets. So your social media shareables that are in there. I have taken the liberty of also writing some messenger scripts. We also have some social captions that you can use as inspiration. I may have also done some hooks, just some like suggested hooks. Why does my morning drink taste like dirt? You know, take it as inspo. You can just have a little look. We've got everything in there, sales sheets, educational information, all of the PowerPoints, everything that you need, all in there. But basically, we're ready to rock and roll. So that is the really exciting thing. This product is available in Australia. It is coming soon, very, very soon in New Zealand. We have absolutely everything that we need. We're very, very excited about that. Once again, it looks absolutely stunning. We know the incredible, I should do the label towards the front. We know how incredible this is for us. And so just cannot wait for everything that you will all do with it, because of course the earnings are also incredible on this product. But with that, it is now time to hand on over to our Vice President of Canada and Asia Pacific. She is going to be joining us over here in Australia and New Zealand very, very soon. She's absolutely amazing. She cares so much about all of us and all of you in the field. And it's just been such a pleasure learning from Lucy and working with Lucy over the last few weeks. Cannot wait to have you here, Lucy. So I'm going to pass it over to her now. Let's welcome her, Lucy West.
Thank you so much. Love our little introductions that we have there, and welcome everybody. I'm super excited. So guess what? Australia, New Zealand. This is the first product to actually be made in Australia. Which is really nice. I mean, even though obviously they have to import part of it, but it's put together in Australia. So it's an on-the-ground product that you have. And I love the name More Vitality. So here's one thing my mom tells me. The first word I ever spoke in my life was more. So I think I'm going to like this product a lot. And when we go out on our road tour in June, joining us will be Dr. Plant and Darren Zobrist. So you will be able to hear a lot more about the products. And we're there for all of you. So if you have any questions that you think would be really important for us to talk about in the meetings that you'd like to have answered, then please reach out and let Alana and Bianca know so that we can make sure that we are presenting a phenomenal agenda while we're there. It's for you to bring new people to meet all of us, for people who are brand new with us, for you to get to know us and to just get that feeling. We were just talking about that the other day about how important events are. You know, like you can do Zooms, it's still not quite the same as when you're in a room and you can actually talk to someone and see what they're like, or just spend some time with them. As you know, you just spent time with wonderful Katie Hart Larson and James Zhang, who are over there as well. So we are going on this tour, and we're also, I think we're going to Sydney, Melbourne. I think we have a slide. Thank you. That's great. We're going to Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Perth, and then Alana, Bianca, and myself will continue to New Zealand. So all of this is going to be, I mean, if you've ever been on a road show with me, you can ask Alana or you can ask any of the Canadians. We always have a blast. We always have a good time. It is the favorite part of what we do is being in a room full of people such as yourselves and your stories, listening to your stories. So I hope by then that you're going to order this more immediately, because we waited to do this Zoom, this big launch when the product was in the warehouse, so it's ready to ship out. Because if you start it now, by the time we get there in June, we should have some really good testimonials as well that we can share. And one thing I did listen to, especially when Dr. Plant was talking as well, optimal hormone state requires critical trace minerals. And most of what we promote in Australia and New Zealand, of course, are the hormone balancing drops. So this combination, I see it as being phenomenal, go hand in hand with that product. So I will see you all in June. Unless you're coming to Canada for the Canada Connect. And we are going to have an amazing, sorry, I had to throw that plug in there, Alana. We will see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. And I think you will have just seen as well that we announced Auckland as well. So we have those details there available for you as well. So what an incredible product launch. A huge thank you to everyone who has been on this call today. The excitement is next level. And of course, as we've said, this product is now available for Australia. You can buy that. Oh, let me get me. You can buy this product now online for Australia, New Zealand. It is on its way to you. We promise you it is not far off. So stay tuned for that one. But you can obviously get your plans ready. You can start seeding those with those incredible assets that the marketing team have put together. Again, a huge shout out to the marketing team, to procurement and R&D, who have turned this product around in such an incredible amount of time. And as Lucy did say, this is the very first product for Partner Co that is produced in Australia for Australia and New Zealand. So this is exciting. You know how competitive we are here in Australia and New Zealand. So we love being first, and we suddenly have this product that people are going to be asking us for, and usually, you know, it's the other way around. So this is really exciting for us. And of course, we I'm not going to finish it just yet because we have an incredible promotion for you. So I know that I've just watched a couple of you already put it in your cart because it is available right now. So if we can jump to the slide, we have this announcement of this promotion, which is a giveaway for you. So many of you have seen the incredible benefits of the Pulse Band and Pulse Web. And I know so many of you have phenomenal testimonials when it comes to these amazing products. So we want to give one of these products away. In fact, we're giving away one web and one band for customers and for brand partners, and one promotion for Australia, one promotion for New Zealand. So that is a total of 4 webs and bands that are being given away. Now, this is available for Australia. It is available right now. Yeah, stop it, Wendy Hora. I see that there. This is an incredible giveaway. So anyone who purchases More Vitality, Collab More Vitality in Australia from now until the 31st of May, you will be eligible. So this is for brand partners and for customers. We will be announcing the winners on the In the Know call on the 1st of June. For New Zealand, as soon as the product hits, we will be having that, we will start that promotion then, and we will give you the same period of time to have that promotion for Australia and New Zealand. No, Bianca, you are not eligible for this promotion, but I know there are so many of you. In fact, I just got back from Langkawi and everybody was telling me about these incredible results that they're getting with the web and band. So I am now in my band era. So watch out. I know many of you are going to want to get your hands on this to work hand in hand with this incredible More Vitality product that is now available for you. So give it up for this incredible team that have put together this incredible call. I want to give it up to each and every one of you for being on here as well. This is going to be an incredible product launch. You are going to see so many great results. And as Lucy said, we can't wait to hear the testimonials that we're going to receive at our roadshow coming around the country really soon. I know many of you want us to travel far and wide in Australia and New Zealand. We will get to everywhere eventually, but for now we do have those events, and we will be working on how we can make sure that we encompass so many more parts of Australia and New Zealand in the future. So the product is now live. Congratulations to each and every one of you for the incredible results. I can't wait to see what the results are going to be for May, and this product, I can't wait to hear what you think of it because we love it here. We're going to be sending it over to America because I know they're going to want to get some product for staff as well. So thank you to each and every one of you for being on this call, for all of you that put together this call, and can't wait to see More Vitality in your hands and on your social media real soon. Bye, guys.
At Partner Core, we live life better together. Everything gonna work out. Every tomorrow, no matter what goes down.